suñu jaar daal dañu nekkee ndaw dañoo bañoon lépp bëgg xam-xam xanaa wax ni su ko xaari doon jar doonaa ko am.
abonné wu ci seen YouTube bu Ndiamé TV bësal na station bi ñu tàmbal la foofu nga mën a abonné wu ndax ngay mën a am vidéo yi ñu dugal.
bismillahi rahmaani rahim wasalaatu wasalaamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa qadimihi Cheikh Ahmad Bamba wa salama taslim. In the name of Allah, the Almighty, we thank God. We praise to his prophet Muhammad, peace upon him. We praise Cheikh Ahmadou Bamba, Khadim Rasulullahi. We thank a lot Cheikh Moussa Cissé Ndiamé Borom Daru. And we praise Cheikh Souleymane Niane Gaynde Mboudaye, as everybody used to call him. I greet all the audience, ladies and gentlemen from all around the world, Senegalese, Gambian, French people, English people, Dutch people, Russian people, Italian, all the world. We are now today here to celebrate Cheikh Souleymane appeal about La ilaha illallah. Because this kalima La ilaha illallah is in the center of Islam. God said in his Holy Quran, فَأْلَمْ أَنَّهُ لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا اللَّهُ وَاسْتَغْفِرْ بِذَنْبِكَ وَلِلْمُؤْمِنِينَ وَالْمُؤْمِنَاتِ, at the end of the verse. God the Almighty invite his slave, but the Muslim one, to know what is La ilaha illallah. After knowing La ilaha illallah, then the Muslim can now ask forgiveness of his sins. That was what God told to his prophet. But he expanded to all male and female Muslims. Anyone must or can worship God without knowing him. It is compulsory for everyone here, if you are a Muslim, before now praying, before fasting, before giving the zakat, before going to pilgrimage in Mecca, you must know God. And the Prophet, peace upon him, insists on that in the hadith called Hadith al-Quds, where he says, Ta'rifuni qabla an ta'budun, fa ilam ta'rifuni fa kayfa ya'budun. You must know me before worshipping me. If you don't know me, how are you going to worship me? And in the same hadith, the Prophet clarified these terms by saying that Man arafa nafsuhu faqad arafa rabbuhu. Him whosoever knows himself knows Allah. It is compulsory. It is an obligation for a male or female Muslim to know God before worshipping Him. If you don't know God and you try to worship Him by praying or fasting or going to Mecca or giving the zakat, this prayer won't be accepted by the Almighty. So now, the question that everybody have to ask himself is how to know God now. This is the trouble. This is the problem. And in the same Holy Quran, the Almighty said, Ya allazina amanu ittaqullaha wabtaqu ilayhi alwasila wajahidu fi sabilihi la'allakum tuflihun. You believers, you have to look for somebody called a spiritual guide who will lead you to my path, to my right path, in order to reach me. And Cheikh Bamba Khadim Rasul, in his verse, he say, فَمَنْ لَمْ يَتَغَذَّبْ زَمَنَا عَلَى يَدٍ شَيْخٍ فَلْيَلْهَا مِهَنَا لأن من خدم الشيخ مرشدا فشيخه شيطانا حيث حسدا. For Sheikh Ahmad Bamba Khadim Rasul, the direct inheritor of the Prophet, peace upon him, said, whosoever is not now trained by a spiritual guide won't be a real Muslim, because if you don't have a real spiritual guide, an authentic spiritual guide, the devil will be your spiritual guide. And we all know that if the devil is your spiritual guide, it will now lead you to hell. That's why this knowledge, since now yesterday, all people here insisting on is to be looked for. So we all need a spiritual guide to know what is La ilaha illallah. As far as we are concerned, we people, we Muslim, we Murid, we disciple Murid call Yalla Yalla, we know La ilaha illallah through Cheikh Moussa Cissé Ndiamé Borom Daaru. And Cheikh Moussa Ndiamé Borom Daaru had trained many spiritual sheikh. We can quote Cheikh Moussa Touré, we can quote Sangunjur, we can quote Cheikh Moussa Diagne, we can quote Cheikh Abdou Ngom of Fatick, and the last one now, the greatest of them, in our opinion, is Cheikh Suleiman Nyan, the solution. Cheikh Suleiman, as everybody said it a while ago, has trained many sheikh. All these sheikh are dispatching in the world, here in Senegal, abroad, in all the languages, in all dialects, in all ethnic groups. And each of them is leading to God's path. So, Sheikh Suleiman has done a lot in Islam. So we urge everybody to come to Sheikh Suleiman or one of his sheikh, wherever you are. You sign the pact as the Sahaba did with the Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu salam, as the disciple of Cheikh Ahmad Bamba did to him, and he will give you La ilaha illallah. You will recite La ilaha illallah, and it will now erase your sins. Up one day, your spiritual guide now will give you the secret of La ilaha illallah. If you reach this level now, it's at this moment that you can pray. It's at this level that now you can fast, you can give the zakat, and you can go to pilgrimage. But if not, all that you are doing without knowing God will be hazardous, won't be accepted by the Almighty. So you fellow English people, I won't take the floor very long because as a Cheikh must take the floor here. What I want to tell to everybody is, nowadays, people are rushing toward the devil through internet, through Facebook, through YouTube, through Twitter, through Instagram, through all social networks. If now we want to be real Muslims, we have now to connect ourselves to these spiritual guides. And Sheikh Musa Cisse nowadays is the best solution all around the world. That is not discutable. That is the truth. Some will say, okay, it's because he is Sheikh Musa's disciple that he says that. But no, I'm telling the truth. The only solution here in this world, in this devil world, is Sheikh Musa Cisse through his Sheikh. For example, some of them like Sheikh Suleiman Nyan. Finally, Sheikh Babakar, I thank the Almighty again. I praise on his holy prophet. And we thank a lot Sheikh Ahmad Bamba Khadim Rasul, Sheikh Musa Cisse. But we thank everlastingly I say, we will all thank everlastingly Sheikh Suleiman Nyan. He is genius. Sheikh Suleiman, he is honorable. Sheikh Suleiman is the ideal spiritual guide that the society needs. So, without now taking the floor any longer, I will stop here, and I will hope everybody here, inshallah, next year, we will all be here, celebrating the same day, hoping the Almighty to give Sheikh Suleiman good health and long life. Thank you, everybody, and I say you goodbye.
Thank you.
dañu nekkee ndaw dañoo bañoon lépp bëgg xam-xam danaa wax ni su ko xaritoon jar dana ko am.
abonné wu ci seen YouTube bu Ndiamé TV bësal na station bi ñu tàmbal la foofu nga mën a abonné wu ndax ngay mën a am vidéo yi